Hello, my name is Ramune Jauniskis, proud Lithuanian, and this is my first Lithuanian workshop. And I'm going to show you how to make borscht, which we call šalti barščiai. Now, that is one of my all-time favorite soups. It's a cold soup that has beets in it and some other vegetables. It is so good with a potato. We all love it so much. Well, a couple weeks ago, I had an emergency. My refrigerator broke and I had to throw everything out. Well, the refrigerator breaking wasn't the emergency. The emergency was I had to throw out my milk culture that I use to ferment milk. So I had to make new fermented milk and I could not do it. So I was using organic milk, which was not working, and the easy way to make it is you put some milk into a bowl and you mix in a tablespoon of sour cream. Well, I used organic for both of those and it just went bad. It was awful. It wouldn't work. So luckily, I had someone I could call, a Lithuanian family friend, who told me to use a certain kind of milk that was not organic, and it's the type that she uses. So I always use fat-free milk because the fat is a little gooey in there because it's homogenized. Back in the old days, we used to have milk that was not homogenized. So, and you can still get that at a farm, but oh, that is the best. The fat just forms a layer on the top when it's not homogenized, and that is like the best thing in the world. But anyway, that's harder to get these days, so I just use fat-free milk. Well, I tried my friend's method and it worked. I was so excited, and I can tell you I put 2 containers away in the freezer because, oh my gosh, I thought this is an emergency. I can't make fermented milk. So thank goodness I have the cultures safely put away in my freezer. And I'm going to show you how to make borscht. It's so good. It's so good in the summer. It is so good with a potato. It's just the best thing ever. Now, I just use beets, dill, cucumber, a cooked egg, hard-boiled egg, and some scallions. I also use coarse salt. I like putting a lot of salt in there. I just think it tastes better. So I'm gonna just show you all the ingredients and put it together, and I hope you try it sometime. So here's the fermented milk. I usually use about a half gallon when I make it. This is a little less than a half gallon, and this is the coarse salt that I'm adding in. Now, the coarse salt takes a little while to dissolve, so I don't usually eat it right away unless if I'm really, really hungry. So I mix that in, and I have my other ingredients already cut up. So here is the hard-boiled egg that I cut up, and the dill and the scallions. Now, the amounts, I don't measure, so you can just add whatever you want to add, but I'm just showing you how much I added. Now, usually if it's a half gallon of milk, I would add a whole cucumber. This is only half a cucumber just because it's less than a whole half gallon. Now, you do have to boil the beets before you grate them. You boil them. They take a while to cook, 45 minutes or so, depending on their size, and then you grate them up on the coarse size and mix all of that in. And then I let it sit for quite a while so that everything can kind of meld together. It's so good.